Testing, testing.
I'm checking.
Checking, you checking.
Always gotta check. Don't want to talk to
Check.
ourselves.
Can everybody hear me? Hear us.
If you can hear us, clap once. If you can hear us, clap 2 times. Um, yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
All right, perfect. We are live and
Can't
direct.
hear me, but
Is your mic on?
nope.
Oh, hold on. No, your mic's yes, your mic's on.
Give me my mic stand.
Your mic's on.
We coming, guys. We coming. We were a little rusty. It's been
It's
three
been
weeks.
3 weeks. 3 whole
We're a little
weeks.
rusty. Do I sound clear coming through this mic? Oh, I'm reading. But then my look at glasses.
I don't know why you being nosy.
I thought it was my
All right,
phone.
there you go. We getting the okay. We getting the
All
okay.
right, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to tonight's service. Tonight's preacher would be Damien. And I'm just the moderator, guys.
The moderator. Wow. Welcome in, guys. I'm Damien.
I'm gonna.
And welcome to our What in the World Wednesdays, where we just chill here for an hour and so and just chat. We talk about cruises, we talk about trips, maybe, maybe not. We just sit here and chill and chat.
Where's your mic?
Right here.
Way over there.
They can hear me.
Because you're loud.
Jeez. But anyway, guys, how's everybody doing this wonderful Wednesday night? I know that it's late in some parts of the country, an hour later.
It's somebody bedtime.
Somebody bedtime. But thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. And we're here this evening as you see us in these wonderful shirts.
You can see his better than mine.
There you go. There you go.
All right, that's just one sit up for the day.
Yeah. Don't start. Don't start. Anyway, so yes, we are here to talk about our wonderful group trip that we had with Life With Us TV to Jamaica. And there are stories to be told. And we hope you stick around just to chill with us, hear the stories, hear our feedback on the whole trip, the group experience. This was our first group trip with Life With Us TV. And it was good. It was good. But we almost didn't make it. But before we even get into that, let's say hi to the folks in the chat. We got Keisha saying, Kisa, hi, thank you for joining.
There. So said, so done.
Cheyenne.
Hello.
Hi there. Ignore the glasses, guys. There's a story behind it. Ignore it for now. Marcus and Veronica. We met them in Jamaica. Amazing people.
We met Kisa in Jamaica.
We met Kisa in Jamaica too. You're right. Man, my bad. A lot of people we met in Jamaica was in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Miss Linda is who's always here. Thank you for joining us. Toiler. Oh man, the tank. Toiler the tank.
Oh my god, that's her nickname for you?
That's the nickname. That is the nickname. I'm sorry. She has been crowned. What happened? Oh. Hey, BF and Sir Damien. Brookfoot. And Toiler. Yes.
My mic don't seem like I just checked it. I don't sound like I'm in the mic. I sound like I'm in your mic.
All right, let's check. Let's change it over. Maybe it sounds better now. But we'll hear. Miss Parker saying, hey, Damien and Kwanda.
Hey, Miss Parker.
Cruising Capers. Hey, family. Q is in the house. Thank you for joining, Q. Appreciate it. We have two Irie and J. Two Irie, J and J. What's up? Wagwan. Cersei. We met in Jamaica too. Amazing people, amazing people. Thank you for joining us, guys. We appreciate it.
Um,
The
it's better
How is
now.
Quanda sounding now? Go ahead and sing that tune.
A tune is being sung. Is that a good tune to sing?
Just let us know how you're hearing her.
It's too loud, too much background noise
Okay,
now.
let me see if I can adjust that. My home wireless. All right. How's it now for me? How's it now for Quanda?
Me. Oh my gosh, these glasses. I gotta take them off. This
Okay,
ain't gonna work. And I can't
sounds
see.
much better. All right, thank you so much, Anne. So where were we?
You went down, everybody.
Let's see who else joined. Event yours. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. Saying hi to everybody. Just telling us that it's too loud. Carlene's in the house.
Hey, girl.
How you
Hey.
doing, Carlene? Thank you for joining. We appreciate it.
All right.
So let's talk about this. How we almost didn't make it to Jamaica.
How Damien almost didn't make it to Jamaica because I
Yeah.
was gonna leave him behind. I'm joking.
How Damien
I
didn't make
wouldn't have
it.
left you
I would have
behind.
told you to go.
Not if you wasn't alive. I couldn't leave anyway.
Anyway, story time.
We could laugh about it now.
Can laugh
Listen,
about it
these
now.
glasses. First of all, I gotta talk about the glasses first. I
Go
gotta take
ahead.
them off. I can't
Go
see
ahead. Go
though.
ahead.
As you guys can see about my glasses, they're like they're literally holding on by a thread.
Or
Um,
none.
I had these glasses for almost 2 years. I know they're old. It's not in the budget. I got too many vacations. Just kidding. I need to start a glasses fund. So I did cancel my appointment last week though.
Yeah.
I'm about to start a glasses fund and get some new glasses. But anyways,
Time for it.
I can't see, but I need them, but they not staying on my face. So I'm gonna take my glasses off. And if I can't see, he got to read everything.
You can't see what's on the screen right there?
No, not when I take my glasses off.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to keep it on for as long as possible. Okay.
Okay, there you go. So back to my story. So the trip was on Friday. Well, the trip started on Thursday for most persons, but we were going in on Friday, the 23rd, because our son's last day of school was the 22nd on Thursday. On Tuesday, Wednesday,
Was it a Monday?
Monday. On Monday, I woke up and I got out of bed, and you know when you get up out of bed and you think you just got up too fast and you just get dizzy. So I felt a little dizziness, pushed past it. TMI, went to the bathroom, peed, was feeling dizzy. I had to hold on to the wall. Started my work day, and it happened two more times again throughout the day. After the fourth time that it happened throughout the day, I'm like, you know what? This is too much, and I don't know what is happening. I need to go to the doctor. So I said, time to go, log out of work, urgent care it is. Let's see what the issue is. Got to urgent care, and they did CTs. They did a what a test name? They did a heart test.
Echo? Something?
ECG, EKG, EKG.
EKG?
They did an
Okay.
EKG. They took blood. They did blood pressure checking. All of these things. The EKG came back. The blood pressure was fine. But the EKG came back, quote unquote, abnormal. And this is probably about 30 minutes in the room at this point.
For people that don't know what EKG is, like me, if I wasn't there, what is that of? What is that testing?
It's testing the rhythm of your heart.
Oh, okay.
It's a heart test overall. It's a heart test
Okay.
to see if your heart is fine. I
It's
guess
working.
it's working. So I went, and like immediately one of the doctors came in. They're like, "Oh, have you been having chest pains? Is there any sort of numbness?" I'm like, "There's no chest pains, no numbness. Like the only issue is just I keep getting dizzy. The doctor looked at me and said, "Okay, your EKG came back abnormal. We need to send you to the hospital
Now.
now, and we have an ambulance on the way." Listen, anytime I hear hospital, and I've never been in an ambulance a day in my life, and to hear that I need to go to the hospital in an ambulance
Now.
was extremely scary. Even worse, Quanda asked just if she could just take me. They blatantly told her, nope, he has to go into the ambulance. So I did a CT scan. They said the CT scan was fine. They took me to the hospital, and I kid you not, between triage, when I got to triage, there was a bunch of people there. I was wheeled into the cardiovascular room that they do tests and surgeries and stuff. I don't remember the name now. But it was about 3 minutes between getting to triage and they pushing me into this room. At this point, I do not know what the heck is happening to me. Nobody's saying anything. All I know is I'm being rolled into a room that looks like a surgery room. This long metal table. I'm being told I need to go lie down on that, strip butt naked.
TMI. That's the
TMI.
TMI.
TMI. And it was after lying down, someone cath lab. There you go. Thank you very much.
I don't
Um,
remember nothing.
and it was after lying down, like one of the nurses came over and like, okay, so because you had an abnormal heartbeat, we need to do a heart test. And the heart test is basically putting a camera from your wrist up to your heart to check all your arteries are fine. Can I tell you, backtrack a week before, the musician from our church passed away after doing a similar test, but his was to his brain and a blood vessel was popped and he passed away. So can you imagine the thoughts that are going through my mind at this time? They didn't even allow me to call Quanda to say, hey, I'm about to do this surgery. I'm about to do this, or I'm about to do that. Not even a second was given to me.
And all they was telling me, we'll update you soon.
I didn't even know where she was.
I was in the waiting room.
I had no idea what was happening. So they strapped my hand in. The doctor came in. And the doctor was like, okay, Mr. Casey, you're going to hear a lot of talking going around. You're going to see this big thing over your head just move all over the place. Don't be alarmed.
How can you not
you how could I not be alarmed? You're going to feel a little pinch in your wrist. Before that, so they did my wrist,
Mm-hmm.
and again, they stripped me butt naked. So I only had on a hospital gown.
Uh-huh.
I felt so emasculated.
You're in the hospital. It's okay.
I had a hospital gown, and this nurse dude came over and like, okay, so if they can't go through your wrist, we have to go through your groin. Dude pulled out a razor. He was like, oh, we gonna share.
A man shaved you? You didn't tell me a man shaved you. No one was a horrible job. It was a horrible job he did.
So emasculated. Like, I don't know what the heck was going on. And then at this point, my arm was strapped in. I couldn't move my arm at all. After the shaving and everything, and the doctor said, hey, this is what you have to do. I felt the pinch. She's like, okay, we're putting in the camera now, but we have to flush your artery, and be a this will pain. This will hurt. Can I tell you? I felt whatever they put in my arm to flush it. I felt it run from the wrist all the way up to my chest.
Mm.
It burn. That thing burn.
Burn it, burn.
Now I'm getting even more scared. I'm sitting there so much that the doctor was like, okay, turn to the nurse, like, okay, we need to give some sort of sedation. I'm like, I'm getting knocked out now. Like, no, 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 we're not gonna knock you out. It's just to keep you calm, keep you relaxed. You will feel a bit groggy. Just don't worry. We just need to get this over with. They did the test. I saw the camera moving all over the place. After the test, the doctor looked at me and the doctor was like, "So, Mr. Casely." No, after it was done and I was wheeled back into the waiting area, the room, they're like, "Mr. Casely, so we got the information from the urgent care saying that your tests were abnormal and we see that, but they also mentioned that you were having heart pains." I'm like, I never told them that I had heart pains, but it was written all over my chart that I had heart pain, which is why they had to go do that extensive of a test to find out if I was having a heart attack. My arteries were fine.
Thank you,
They
Jesus.
were clear, but they still needed to figure out what was happening to me. And they kept asking me, did you have any sort of pain or any tingling in your arm, anything like that? I'm like, no, I didn't. So can you imagine? This is Monday. I don't know what the heck is happening to me. They come back into the room. They're like, oh, we have a bed for you now upstairs. I'm like, I'm staying here. What? This is happening. This is happening too fast. This is going. This is
We got a
too
trip on
fast.
Friday, lady. What are you talking
Too
about?
much is going on. I'm not getting all the information I need. There's too much going on. What is happening? Anyway, they told me they had to admit me. At this point in time, I, in my mind, thought, okay, I'm going to be in here for a few days. I'm not going to make it to that trip. It is what it is. But I was still scared because the last time I was in the hospital for 6 days for COVID. Did not want to spend one more night in the hospital. I got a room. They said they needed to test my. Listen, I don't know the medical terms, but the big arteries here.
Your jugular?
I don't know what it is. They needed to test here. So they tested that. I did a bunch of other blood tests, urine tests.
Yeah, mine.
And I had a drip in my arm until about 11 o'clock that night. And we got to the hospital probably about 3:30 somewhere there,
Mm-hmm.
or time. So between 3:30 and 11, I had a drip. They kept coming in and poking me for blood. Um, I had to spend the night. They said they didn't know anything yet. The next day, I had to do another test that would test my uh, what is it? Another part of my heart, the valves. There you go, my heart valves. That test was supposed to be Tuesday morning. I was there all day. They didn't come in until Tuesday evening at like 4:30 to do that test. Blood pressure was fine. All of my tests came back perfectly fine. Thank God. Up until today's date, I was released. The
Obviously.
doctor said,
Obviously.
shush. The doctor said that everything was fine from a heart standpoint, from a brain standpoint, from a blood pressure standpoint. I was I was good. And the only thing that they can think about, which was never tested, was vertigo. So I still need to do some sort of testing for that. So because of that, we almost missed Jamaica.
He almost missed Jamaica.
I almost missed Jamaica.
Because I would have went without him. Did you
Because-
skip these? I don't remember that one.
all my cruising families here, thank you for joining.
Good
Appreciate
evening.
it.
Yeah,
Appreciate
let's
it.
check. The chat was going on and on. And I was like, is he gonna stop talking so you get to the chat? But
I would come back to the chat.
you're not gonna remember what we was talking about.
Whatever.
Stop skipping stuff, Grandpa.
Blood pressure, Carlene.
Nope. Blood pressure was actually fine for
Was
once.
perfectly fine for once. For once, she's saying words that Vasavaco.
I got a cousin named Vasco.
That's not the name though. Vaseline.
Va Vasavagal. That sounds
I
like
don't
a
know.
Italian.
I don't know. Miss Parker says sounds like vertigo.
That's what we came up with the conclusion.
Everybody now has been saying it sounds more like a
Because he's
vertigo
still dizzy.
situation. Whenever I bend over to pick up anything or to do anything, I still feel it now. Not as much as I did before the trip, but it is still there. It is still there. She's saying, Hola, the rhythm of your heart. Yes.
His heart was, you know why it looked wrong when they checked you in the hospital?
Okay, go ahead.
Because I was sitting right there next to you and I made your heart skip a beat.
You're right, because she scares me. Urgent care can get these wrong sometimes. Urgent care has said my heart rhythm is abnormal, and then when I sent the printout to EKG, my cardiologist says that's what the cardiologist said. They said that to the untrained eye, it will look abnormal, but to her,
Who they trained?
it was fine. It was as a cardiologist, it was fine. So yeah, I had to go through all of that because they assumed I was having a heart attack, and they put that I was complaining about um, heart pains, which as I think it was just a ploy to get rid of the heart issue because they can't handle it.
You had no heart issue to handle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Always best to take precaution. I'm glad they did it though. I'm glad I was able to get everything taken care of. Oh wow. Cath lab. Yep. Cardiovascular. Jesus indeed. I was praying up a storm.
I was like, man, I'm going to church by myself.
That sounds just about right for that scenario and healthcare. Yeah, that's what they told me. It's the proper steps that were taken,
and they took it well. Because when I got to the hospital, because since I had to ride the elevator, the ambulance left me. By the time I got to the hospital, I had to go through the emergency. There was no standing room in the emergency. Like people were standing, wheelchairs, no seats. If he would have actually went there and there was something really happening with his heart, he would have died in the emergency room.
Died.
Because it was so crowded in there. So I'm glad they took him in the ER. He went straight to where he had to go.
No, I could not pick a hospital. We only have one hospital in our city right here.
In our
vicinity,
yeah.
Immediate vicinity, and that's
unless
the
he's
one
getting airlifted to somewhere else.
Exactly. So it wasn't a choice. Medicine can be inhumane at times. Call the man's wife.
Listen,
I asked them, can I just, because they took my phone from me. My phone was in my lap and whatever, and they took my phone. They took everything off of me.
I had your wallet though.
My drawers, everything. They took everything. And I asked them, can I just call my wife? Nope.
Well, I was there.
They're like, she's right outside. She's right outside.
But they didn't know because they took you in right away. They took you right back. So the people at the front desk didn't even know who you was.
No.
So when I got there,
zero idea
I was like,
happening.
And then so I got walked from the emergency room by emergency room nurse because it was like a whole different part of the hospital. And homegirl, we walking. Homegirl was talking and talking. I'm like, why she talking to me? Anyways. And she was like, "Oh, your husband's in the cath lab." She's like, "Yeah, after they check out his heart, they're gonna admit him to ICU." And I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, the only people I know that went to ICU didn't walk out; they were rolled out in body bags. So now, if you telling me my husband's going to die today, so then I get to the front desk of the cath lab, and I'm like, "Oh, my husband just was brought in." They're like, "Who?" I'm like, "Damien Casey." They're like, he just got in. We'll give you an update later."
Nobody was saying
anything. Go to the waiting room. Went to the waiting room. I called like 20 minutes later. I called myself. Any update? They're like, "Oh, he's still in the room. We'll call you with an update later." And I'm sitting there like, ICU? ICU. 2 cousins and a friend went to ICU. They did not walk out. And I'm like, dang. I'm like, what is this? I was like, stop. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe to give my money to give me some new glasses. I was like, let me lose my train of thought.
2 cousins.
2 cousins and a friend that didn't make it out. That's not what I was gonna say.
That's where you were. That's literally what you
And I was
said
oh, and I
before.
was like, man, I don't know how to get the life insurance. I gotta get this information because you gotta show me how to do the life insurance.
I did tell you what to do afterwards, after the fact.
To contact the agent
Mhm.
in your phone. I gotta get in your phone. All right.
I agree. I'm like, at least there was, so with the exception of the cardiologist. Ooh, I'm gonna be honest. When I saw this woman walk in,
He's a sexist.
it kind of calmed me down
Mm.
because it was an African woman. I'm like, okay, okay,
She was cute, huh?
she is not gonna kill me. Not to say everybody's else gonna
She
kill
should
you.
have shaved you, huh? Sorry, go ahead.
Really, Quanda? Really? That's where we at. Yes, what a something indeed. Always see the cardiologist for heart concerns because urgent care med staff may not be heart
They were
specialists.
not.
Well, now I know. Now I know.
But they gonna specialize in that bill they finna send you.
Mm-hmm.
Cause my abdominal pain bill was $2,000.
I ain't get the bill yet. I'm still getting test results today, and I haven't gotten the bill yet.
Urgent care is
Jesus paid it all.
scary.
Jesus, yes.
You just clicking on stuff. They left a comment. You didn't respond
Urgent
to
care
it.
sounds scary.
Golly.
It is scary. It's like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Don't go to it for real urgent
Don't.
situations. Go
Mm-mm.
go to a broken finger, a sprained ankle, maybe. You think you're pregnant and you want a pregnancy test. That's what urgent care is for. If you feel like you're dying, do not go to urgent care, please.
I did and Carly and I did tell the cardiologist that y'all need to figure it out. I have a trip to Jamaica on Friday.
I told her too. I was like, ma'am, because
We have a trip. Come on now.
we ain't packed yet. Come on.
When God says yes, no one can say no. I understand the purpose of an urgent care. However, I prefer an ER.
Like I said, our we only got one hospital,
One
and
hospital.
it's always crowded in the
Mhm.
emergency room. But if you feel like you're dying, emergency room for sure.
Yep.
Urgent care is just for the bumps and bruises.
Cardiac issues are time sensitive. They were checking for blockage. You can go from okay to dead in 2 minutes if it's not identified.
Yeah, the nurse
Yeah,
did say
she'd said that.
she said they have a 90-minute window from
Mhm.
the minute he walked in the door to get him to wherever he had to be.
I got there in 5.
When you walk through the door of urgent care.
Urgent care. Okay, sorry, my bad. But when I got to the hospital, between getting through the door at hospital and getting into the cath lab, it was like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I bypassed everybody else.
That's what I said. That's why it was a good thing you went in ambulance because you would have died in the emergency room if you was really dying.
Mm. Q says, search in Google. I guess the big arteries in your neck are called.
Thank you, Google.
That.
Shout out to Q.
Drop
some confetti for Q. You got that?
I ain't got the confetti.
Like Terry,
Not
Addie, and
yet.
Terry.
I ain't got
No,
it.
you got some sound effects.
I ain't got no sound effect. No, that reminds us of the DJ club.
Oh,
Not yet.
that's for Q. Good job.
That's for
Look
Q.
at
Good job, Q. Thank you. They kept you for OBS. They may always follow up and consistent with your PCP and specialists. I'm trying to find one now. I do not have a primary care right now, so I'm trying to find one.
I know we're
And
bad.
that sucks.
The lady we had decided to retire.
She did retire.
So, and she was the only one I liked in the area.
Mm-hmm. Telling y'all with EKGs, we've had urgent care being super cautious, which could be better than the alternative, but could be worse too. That's true. That 50, is so true. Facts indeed. I have vertigo. See, Miss Parker, quite a few persons who I've told this story have said that, yeah, you have vertigo. So you
just have to get used to it?
But it's funny. I get vertigo a week exactly to the day after my birthday.
And I was like, that's that age. That's that age. No, because remember on your birthday you woke up? You was like, why my joints hurt? On your birthday, your joints hurt. I said, that's the age.
Oh my gosh. Whatever. All right, let me see what else is here before. And then we're just going to go into
what y'all came here for.
What y'all came here for. What y'all came here for. Vertigo, when that sucker kicks in, it's aggravated.
That's a clean version.
Never had it before.
I don't want it.
Sorry, Damien. I am. Trust me. I don't want to end up there again. I also saw this because I have cardiologist before and after having heart surgery to repair my valve. If he wasn't already familiar with my heart rhythm, urgent care could have had me in the wow
Yeah.
situation. All right, ready to talk about the what we're here for? Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
I'm about to take the glasses off. I can't see.
So thank you
Now
guys for
I'm
your
naked. Oh my gosh! Don't look at me.
thank you for your care. We definitely gonna go through some of these comments further on in the video, but a lot of persons are here to hear our feedback on Jamaica. We did make it to Jamaica, but even after
Barely,
that, we barely
barely.
did.
It's always something.
It's always something. So we did barely make it to Jamaica, even after that. So our flight was from Houston to Atlanta to Jamaica.
Let's give him the fast version.
Fast version.
Version, not virgin.
Hmm.
You can't be a fast version. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
You can be a fast version. I know some in high school. Go. They ain't watching me.
Anyway, Houston to Atlanta, we were fine. The ticket said we were at gate E, but for some reason I read gate D.
No, the ticket said we were at gate E, and he was reading the gate for Houston.
The gate that we arrived in is what I was reading.
No, you was reading the gate for us to get on in Houston. You was reading the wrong ticket.
Okay, yeah, I was
The
reading
wrong
that.
boarding pass.
We still had a little time, but we went to the wrong gate. And if you are in Atlanta and you know Atlanta Airport, like these gates aren't close. These terminals aren't close. So we had to jump back on the train, head to E. We made it to Jamaica. Or experience, we flew what? What was we going on with? Delta? That was a good flight. That was nice. But we did Club Mobe. So we were met right at the where that section, right as soon as they come out of the plane. And our names were there. Felt nice. Somebody have our names. What? You never feel good about that? No? Oh, I'm not doing Club Mobe anymore. Okay, fine by me. That's okay. But anyway, she took us. It was fast for us to get through from getting into Club Bay, getting through the immigration process, and going out. It was a fast process, not an issue at all. And then a friend of ours picked us up right outside.
Okay, so his story is just off the chain. We did Club Mobe. Do you recommend Club Mobe for Jamaica?
Heck yeah,
Why?
because it's a expedited process.
There
through
was no lines
immigration.
there. There
We've
was
been
not
there
a-
with lines though and used Club Mobe.
One time we've been to a Club Mobe and it
And
has
it
lines.
worked.
That was like
And
4 years ago.
even feedback from people who was in the group said Colombo Bay was good in terms of the immigration, not the lounge. Lounge was packed and ridiculous.
Lounge was crowded. There was no seats in the lounge.
No seats in the lounge.
And then there was no lines in immigration. So it's the 50-50.
You
Because if it ain't no,
maybe.
you're gonna go through an empty immigration for Club Mobe to get to a lounge. You can't even use it.
True.
So what was the purpose of Club Mobe?
I will use it because I've been to Jamaica without Quanda and stood in that line for an hour.
You went long ago without me.
Stood in that line
and
forever.
It has not been a long line since the digital situation was set up.
I'm still for Club Mobe. I don't care.
To waste money.
I don't care. Whatever. Anyway, one of our friends picked us up outside the airport. Big up to Omar. He does tours and so on in Jamaica. If you're in Jamaica and you want to hook up, just DM us. We'll give you some information for Omar. But Omar picked us up with some nice, refreshing coconut water, some juice, some some Red Stripe. There you go, some Red Stripe. And Quanda had a nice box of oxtail. How was your oxtail?
Fabulous.
And he brought me a plate of she burping. He brought me a plate of jerk pork. Um, we got in at the time that we got in was probably about 1 o'clock. The pool party started at 3, and we were about 45 minutes away from the hotel. Anyway, Omar took us to the hotel. When we got there, the pool party was already in full swing. So we got there. I was able to fly the drone over and get a few shots of y'all. You always see that in the vlog. That's probably the only drone shots y'all will see in the vlog.
The rest was history.
The rest of the drone shots are
Y'all know how he is
gone.
with drones.
Are gone. Are gone.
There's
Are
always
gone.
something with a drone. But he blames me for this one.
I do. I do blame her for this one. That's a story for another time.
Haven't touched it.
Being in Jamaica, I have to get local grocery, which I did before getting to the hotel, which kind of delayed our time anyway. That first day, that's the Friday, the pool party, we hung out with everybody. Listen, this was our first time, again, as I said earlier on, first time meeting a lot of Life With Us TVs folks. We met a few people that have been following our channel, saying hi to us. We felt very awkward and weird.
In a good way.
In a good way.
We just didn't expect.
Because we didn't expect to be recognized and people saying, hey, we watch your channel. Trust me, it was not expected whatsoever. We think we're just going around posting videos and just doing whatever.
Just hanging out with Life With Us.
Hanging out with Life With Us and Addie and Terry. But we appreciate you guys for coming up and expressing how you feel about our channel and us. We truly appreciate it. And we are nervous people. Nervous.
I'm shy. He's not.
I am. Stop lying. I'm very shy. Moving on. That's the first day. The group hung out. We did the pool party. We had dinner, and Friday night we hung out at a bar for a while, and then we decided to go to Pier 1. Now, if you were part of the group and you went to Pier 1, you know what Pier 1 is. For those that weren't, Pier 1 is one of the top clubs / restaurant in Jamaica. It is a restaurant between, I think, 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. And then later on in the night, it's a club. That's the club that most of the hotels the tourists go to. That's the club that all the locals go to. So
is that place, every day or just on the Friday?
So, excuse me. On Wednesdays, they have karaoke and live music and stuff like that. On Fridays, they have the club. And I think on Sundays, they have another thing. I don't remember what it is. I have the flyer. I don't remember. But anyway, so Pier 1 was a vibe. It was nice.
It was a vibe like this.
It was a vibe like this.
It was no twerking in.
It's not one of those places that you will see a group of people just dancing.
Unless
back in the day, it was. Back in the day, Pier 1, people would be dancing and whatever, and there would be space enough for that. But because Pier 1 has gotten so popular,
and it seems like there's no maximum capacity.
It's open air. There's no maximum capacity.
It ain't open air. It's on a pier. We can fall in the water.
So for those that went to Pier 1, last year when we got to Jamaica, how you see Pier 1 now, where the bar is, there was a hole in the floor right around that area because there was a hurricane that passed through and Pier 1 got destroyed.
Y'all saw the trash in the front. They still got the debris in the parking lot.
Destroyed. Pier 1 got destroyed. We went to Pier 1 a week after that hurricane passed, and we're like, oh, I wanted to bring my sisters and my friends to Pier 1, and I'm like, we can't go to Pier 1 because it's not open. Why did I go online and they said Pier 1 open today?
No, they sent you an email.
They sent me an email, actually.
You never got an email in your day in your life.
Never received an email from Pier 1.
Like, we are open.
We are open. I'm like, this happened last week. I saw the pictures of Pier 1 with a hole in the ground.
I got a hole in the
Like
ground.
it was so rough that those big stones that you saw there was debris all over those stones. But I don't know what type of construction they have on payroll, but Pier 1 was up and running the following week. Kudos to them. What do you think? What do you feel about Pier 1, or what do you think about Pier 1? Being that it was your first time there.
The DJ was amazing.
That's it.
I didn't get a drink. I didn't dance. I was sweating. The DJ was amazing. It
The
was
DJ
hot.
was good. When you're in Jamaica, you want to hear local music.
But please.
At least for me. Me and her.
I mean, what?
Everybody has their preference.
I don't want to go to Jamaica and hear Mexican music.
Suavemente.
I don't want to hear American. I don't want to hear Mexican. I don't want to hear anything except Caribbean. Soca,
Some soca,
dance hall,
calypso.
reggae, calypso. I don't even want to hear the line dance of America. I don't want to hear
I agree. You want to hear the music off the island.
Please.
I agree.
From
100%.
a real DJ. Hotels.
Mm-hmm.
That's another part of the story. But
so right outside Pier 1, they had the local people selling hot food, oxtail, fry fish, jerk chicken, jerk pork, and some other things. When I tell you,
yummy.
I had the jerk pork. Kwanda had.
We had pork and chicken. We shared.
No, I had the chicken. Sorry.
We shared
pork and chicken. It was amazing. It was good. For me, it was. Terry had the jerk chicken, and Addie had the fish. Addie was claiming her mouth was on fire.
And Poochie had the soup.
Which I didn't get any of.
Poochie is our sister.
Natasha.
Okay, put a government name out there.
Okay, sorry, Poochie. But yeah, that was day one. We ended with Pier 1. We spent probably about an hour and a half at Pier 1.
A long hour, yeah.
We enjoyed the music. We enjoyed the vibe. We headed back. We closed out the night. Day 2, which was Saturday, was the rafting day. Listen.
All right. So before you get to day 2, you have a million comments that you need to respond to. I cannot see it, but I see it popping up, and I don't know where we stopped at. Did we stop there?
We stopped right here.
I believe you.
Let's see.
Are there fireworks outside? Why are your kids outside?
They need to stop. So Mickey's Adventure. Thanks for joining us, Mickey. We appreciate it.
She made it in.
She made it in.
Catch the replay.
So Mickey says match the correct. Thank you. Go ahead and
they actually did. It literally says 40 views and 40 likes.
Oh wow, thank you.
That's a funny.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it. Thank you.
That's our highest likes.
Shay says, be careful when bending down. You'll get dizzy quick and blood rushes to your head. Get up slowly and brace yourself against the wall. Speaking from experience.
Yeah, he can't twerk no more, y'all. He can't bend over, back way. Bend over.
I don't like you. I do not like you. Life with us in the house. Kwani the glasses finally gave up the ghost. Lead with it. Rock with it. Listen, she been struggling with this glasses, people. Struggling.
Y'all saw in Jamaica. It a few days ago. It said kaput. I had an eye appointment on Monday and I had to cancel it because I don't got no money. I don't got no money for it. I'm just.
Vic in the house. Vic, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, man. Jamaica.
Something bit me.
Bite it back. Hey, Q, tell Damien what he need for balance. No.
I know what you need. Did it work when you had it in Jamaica?
It probably did, you know. It probably did. You know, you're probably right. Club Mobe departure is nice. That
hands down.
100% agree with.
Hands down. 100%. Departure Club Mobe.
Chef's kiss. Love it.
down to the coffee that I had to make myself.
And they have a new section to it
It's
compared to when we
bigger
were there
now.
last
Oh,
year.
it was
And they're
nice.
still expanding. So they're updating the arrival lounge and they're still updating the departure lounge. Okay, Dr. Manning. Yes, it was.
Sorry.
Yes, Club Mobile departure is way better and more relaxing. I agree. I agree. But I'm still doing both. We know you. I ate
Yes,
at
you do,
Pier 1.
Toilet. Toilet. You are the exception, Miss Ma'am. We know you from Mass 2.0.
Mass 2.0.
Yeah.
Mass 2.0. Carlene says, I ate at Pier 1, but that was during COVID and they didn't do the nightclub
Hmm.
switch. You got to go back. Back to Jamaica, you go, Carlene.
Yeah. Back.
Back to Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
We need Ivan up in here.
Oh, boy.
Listen, get him. It was snug for sure, definitely.
Listen, I was in Pier 1, and all I know was I don't know if I was getting felt up on because the amount of rubs on my behind and my boobs, and I was like,
hold on.
is it intentional or is this just people passing by? I'm like turning around like, what is happening?
But remember what happened to Addie.
Addie was in there with her fan. I can use that as my fan. She was just standing there, we all. And some girl came by and slapped her hand. And then when you saw the girl walk by, all you saw was the boob like this.
Oh, the boob was out. The boob was completely out.
The woman slapped her, and we were too stunned to even be like, what you want to do? We were like,
everybody was looking at titties.
We were like, okay, go ahead. She probably gotta go fix her titty in the bathroom. I don't know. But she literally slapped Addie's hand, and then you just saw the titty like.
Listen, these women were dressed
for the weather.
For the weather. But then remember, you didn't see the one. I kept talking about her, but you never saw her.
The big butt lady?
Yeah, there was one that her butt. Give it a cup. This was her, and her butt was like up like this. This is her back, and her butt was curved going back up to her back. And she was this skinny.
And the men said it was natural. And the women that saw was like, no.
Listen, I don't care. It's okay.
You don't care if it's natural or not?
It's not my own one. We need Radio Raheem. Oh my gosh.
Who's Radio Raheem?
Really? That was Vic. Ivan, sorry.
Oh,
when he was walking around the radio. Oh. Yeah. With a speaker.
But who's Raheem?
It's a movie.
Okay. So it's a movie.
It's a show.
So the answer is it's a show.
Yeah.
So it's not Ivan.
It's not what he was doing it.
I don't need you to show me.
Do the right thing.
Okay, cool.
Pier 1 was an experience, but very overcrowded. Enjoy the street food even more.
Agreed.
I think Pier 1, they need to expand. They are expanding because they are now so popular that they can't handle the crowd that's coming in.
And they don't know when to stop people from coming in because they want the money, honey.
And they are, so how Montego Bay works. Every night is Club 2727. However, they literally can probably hold 50 people.
Not literally.
Not literally, but they are tiny. 2727, good music. For the persons who indulge, that's where you go and you get it. From edibles to all of these things, that's where they get it. 2727. On a Saturday night, it is, on Friday night, it's Pier 1. On Saturday night, it's Margaritaville. And then on Sundays, it is Taboo, which is a strip club in Montego Bay. So the crowd in Montego Bay splits the entertainment between places. So everybody gets a little of the hype and a little of the vibes. Mm-hmm. So it's equally split. So if you're ever going back to Jamaica, that's the lineup. If you're in Montego Bay, every night 27, but it is sardine. It is more packed than it was at Pier 1 for those that went to Pier 1. Um, Fridays it's Pier 1. Wednesdays and Fridays it's Pier 1. Wednesdays it's live shows and karaoke and stuff like that. Fridays it's the parties. Saturdays it's Margaritaville. Sundays Taboo. Sharon says, yes, I said something about the resort too. I said the same thing about the resort too. Referring to the music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, it's needed. A real DJ is needed.
Is it that hard to find a real DJ?
I don't think so.
I
It
don't think
shouldn't
it's that
be.
hard. We want to hire you to come work for 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And
Toilet says I'm still waiting on my oxtail from Q.
Q, get to work.
Better get to
You
work,
gotta take
man.
it back to Jamaica and get some oxtail. That was my first time having oxtail in Jamaica. And he didn't even get it for me. Ain't that something?
Another man got you.
Another man got me my tail. Oxtail.
Got you your tail. There's he swallowed up very quickly. The oxtail.
So he didn't even share. He
Didn't
had it
even
in your
share.
face.
Jesus.
Mm.
Carolyn, hi, I'm your neighbor. Hi, neighbor.
Can you see us
How
right now?
you doing?
Carolyn, can you see us right now? I'm trying to look on.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, neighbor.
Hi, neighbor. How are you doing? Stole your oxtail, criminal offense.
Mm. Oh, he stole your oxtail? Wait a minute.
Wow. No, that's
jail time.
That's jail time. You don't do that with oxtail.
Murder, she wrote.
Says, I'm your kid's friend. Oh, they probably went out there and told them to come on live. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Trippin' Texans.
Thanks for joining at your own risk.
At your own risk. Correct. Trippin' Texans says, good evening, everyone. How you doing? How you doing? Sherry, hi from Raman and Sherry. How you doing? How you
talking
doing?
about her earlier.
We're just talking about y'all. Just called Raman not too long ago. I made it. I was waiting for the live to come on and I fell asleep. Took a quick nap. Woke earlier than usual to go help my twin nephews, godsons, get ready and send them off on their prom.
Oh,
good for them.
What time is it? What day is it? On Wednesday?
Yeah.
Hope they have a safe and good time.
I'm overdue for a good Jamaica trip. I got you.
Listen, I'm squinting. I can't see nothing on the screen. I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at.
Half a world
no,
away.
This is embarrassing.
Oh, he says, nah, I was going to bring her back too. They were too good, so I ate them all.
As long as you tried.
You tried. I'm going to give you that.
I would never share my oxtail anyway, so.
Stranger danger. Can we say BBL?
It was a BBL. Or BB no.
BB no. Toilet keeps trying to fight you. I wouldn't fight Toilet. Would not fight Toilet. Oh, it's cool. And we have a story on that coming up. It was cool that y'all were in Jamaica at the same time as Dinner and Blanc. Yeah,
we saw that after the farewell dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But we had an all white for a whole different reason.
Different. Appreciate the lineup.
He got to post on Instagram.
Sales are worth a butt whooping.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Go to bed. Yeah. So on Saturday we had the rafting, and when I tell you, Life with Us TV puts together a group trip and a group excursion. This was, I would say, one of the best ones that I've been on, as in terms of going on group trips and stuff. From the marketing, they had Life with Us on everything. Oh, I forgot we were going to show this stuff. Get back to that another time. So they had Life with Us on coconuts. They had Life with Us on the bus. We had probably about three vehicles that went to the river. The river was amazing. Everyone enjoyed it.
Did we enjoy it?
Everyone, with the exception of Fundon, I enjoyed it. Because, all right, so everybody got a calm.
Okay, first of all, we got to the excursion. They take you in, you get some drinks, you get to look around the grounds, use the bathroom, all
All of
that's
that.
included, and then you
I got
join.
Chex Mix.
Oh, that's where the Chex Mix came in.
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat Chex Mix from strangers, guys.
Mm-mm. From Vic.
It was Ivan, wasn't it?
Ivan gave it to me, but it wasn't his.
Oh, I thought it was.
Vic gave it to him.
Don't eat Chex Mix. Don't eat unlabeled snacks from people in Jamaica. Do not eat unlabeled food from nobody in Jamaica.
You'll
I'm
be
just telling you.
floating. Anyway.
On top of the rafts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it was a whole good setup. We went to Martha Bray. We've been there before. It's a pretty good setup. So our experience during this particular excursion, it's okay. It's all right because we've been there before. But the way our rafter guy,
It's because he heard that I'm Jamaican. I'm gonna just assume that it's because he heard I'm Jamaican.
what he got doing? I'm not Jamaican. He don't know me.
He doesn't. We were on turbo.
We was in listen, we was in fourth place on this raft. But when we got done, we was in -20.
We
We
sat down
waited
for probably 15
15
minutes
minutes before the first
before
couple came up.
the first couple came up. That was horrible.
The guy was gone. He didn't want his tip. I said, "Sir, can you come back for your tip?" I mean, here you go.
Gone.
Speedy.
The excursion on a whole was beautiful, but there's something that happened on our way back to the hotel. So, as a Jamaican, there are fruits along the road. I'm going to support the locals. So I say to the bus driver, yo, is there any way that you can stop to get me some mango, that I can get some mangoes and stuff like that? He's like, yeah, we can stop on the side of the road. We stop on the side of the road. I come out the car, but I go back. I put my head back in and tell everybody that's in the car, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some canes. The driver comes out with me. So we're buying whatever we're buying. Quanda's in the car. She's hearing a conversation going on. Go ahead.
I didn't hear a conversation going on. There was 3 rows of the van. I was in the back row, and there was 2 lovely ladies in the middle row. And one of the ladies was in the middle row, and she was like, when he said, "I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some cane," she was like, now if they were talking, I didn't hear them, but she kept looking around like, and then she started looking out the window like she was in like thinking about a master plan.
Thinking of a way out.
And I don't know what they told you they was talking about. I wasn't there.
So what they were talking about, which I found out afterwards, the moment I said I'm gonna get some cane, this beautiful young lady thought I was coming out the car to go buy cocaine.
Bless her heart.
She was worried, and she was like, this is what Lynette and Stanley has brought me to.
Bless her heart.
I'm here with drug dealers. This man is outside having a drug deal right now with the bus driver. She literally said, I have clearances. I can't be associated with this. I need to get away.
So I think that's after she was looking around, that's when she was like, look out the window, like, what am I gonna do? Because then oh my
I
gosh.
came back in the car, and apparently she's at that moment she saw the sugar cane and the mangoes, and she was like, oh, I thought there was a drug deal going on.
I am not going to drugs. I'm
like,
not going to
no.
jail for drugs in Jamaica. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm like, no. For the rest of the time we were in Jamaica, apparently I was a dealer.
And everybody heard about it.
Everybody heard about it. Well, a lot of people heard about
Nobody asked for none though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was the highlight of that day. I became a drug dealer in somebody's mind. Hold on. It says, oh my God, I was rolling when she told me the story.
And she told everybody the story.
She told everybody the story. I'm like, what? I just need some fruits, lady. But it's okay. We cleared it up. She saw that it wasn't that type of cane. It was the natural cane. Well, that one is kind of natural too.
No,
So
it ain't.
it comes from a plant.
Cocaine comes from a plant.
Yeah,
How you know that?
it's out there. He says, "Man, if y'all got some cocaine, sugar cane, I think I would." Then you wouldn't have taken the amazing pictures now, Q. You would have
It
been,
probably would have been more amazing.
yeah, yeah. And he probably would have beat
But
Toya.
Chex mixed with cane, I don't think that's a good mixture.
That's not a good mixture. Mm-mm.
And alcohol, oh no, Lynette would have had problems.
She would have had problems with her group mates.
Problems. Where we at?
Uh, uh, Lynette said, and Kane. Oh, Vic got to, yeah, yeah. I didn't. So when Ivan gave me the Chex Mix, I literally thought it was just regular Chex Mix.
When Addie, I'm calling her Adrian. When Addie gave me the mix, she was like, just eat it. And I was like, just eat it.
I didn't know. And he gave me a handful.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm not a huge chips and stuff fan, but I just put it all in my mouth.
Wow. Put it in your mouth.
After the fact, I was told what it was.
Again, do not take unmarked snacks from strangers in Jamaica.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
After that day, it was the strangers no more.
No strangers, no more.
No more.
We were all together.
All of this together.
But I guess it makes sense from floating down the river high to a drug deal on the side of the road.
The whole day.
The whole day was just a drug fueled day.
I was not a part of it.
You did eat Chex Mix.
For parental purposes, mother, father.
I did not know. No idea.
Me.
She knew.
In-laws, it wasn't me.
She knew. Love it. Support the locals. Of course. Not with the other part though, but
just the real fruits, guys.
The real fruits and the grass for those who indulge. Horror did the same thing. We asked him to slow down.
We didn't ask him.
Listen, we didn't ask him to slow down, but when we stopped, people were telling us that they got Jamaican apples, which I love and I haven't tasted in years. My brother said that they were mangoes. People were getting foot rubs with the clay or the limestone. I didn't know all of that was going on.
We didn't know until after everybody started posting on Facebook. I'm like,
all of this?
When did you get?
What?
Listen.
We didn't see that.
That was my 4th time doing a raft. I didn't need to do it again. I did it because I wanted to spend time with the people. But he must have knew. He was like, the Ben had done that to me.
And we never had 1 minute of conversation. Know where you're from.
We talked when I mentioned the graves.
Yeah.
No, he didn't say nothing. When the stick disappeared, that's the only time he said something. He's like,
Yep, when that bamboo raft disappeared in that river. Yeah.
That's the only time he said something. He's like, yeah, this is the deepest part. It was like,
yes,
we ain't gonna be here long.
Cocaine. Yeah.
Not cocaine.
I was apparently a drug dealer for about 10 minutes.
It felt longer than 10 minutes.
I'm screaming.
It felt longer.
Mm-hmm.
Karan, if you're gonna push the comment, let the comment show before you go to the next one.
Oh.
Jeez.
Don't shout at me. I'm emotional.
What part are you emotional?
A bump with the bus driver is wild. Listen, that's what she thought was happening.
And him being Jamaican don't make it no better. They probably were talking. She probably didn't understand nothing you were saying to him the whole ride.
You're right.
And she probably was like,
because I was talking to him in patois.
She probably was stressed.
She was. She told Lynette she was stressed.
Lynette, please check on her. Make sure she's okay today. Check on her. Tell her we're thinking about her.
Yes, please. Man, if y'all got some cookies. Oh, yeah, we saw that one already. Can't mix the uppers with the downers. What you know about that, Carlene? Carlene, we need to talk. What you know about that?
You know, Carlene is very OT internet. Carlene is very international.
Internationally known.
Well traveled.
Well traveled.
So she knows some things.
Well traveled. And it is called OTET apples. Yes.
Yeah.
Where the name comes from? No idea.
You know.
Love apples from your
That's
drug
her
dealer.
snack.
Yes, that's what I was apparently. The rafter had places to be. He
Yes, he
disappeared
did.
after he came back.
I had to call him.
Completely.
I had to call him back for his tip,
Hmm.
and I only tipped him because I didn't drown.
We when service is provided,
Yeah,
we tend to always provide some
but I
sort
really
of
had to
tip.
call him back for the tip.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, thanks. And knows it.
Seth Stone, thanks for joining. Damn, I'm late as hell, but it was good meeting y'all down in Jamaica.
Better late than
It was
never.
amazing meeting you too, man. Letting stand. Life with us. Nah, you weren't a dealer. You were going to get cane.
You were a user.
You're right. You are right. I
You
went
was
to
going to purchase
meet the
it for
dealer.
yourself, and the bus driver knew the dealer,
Oh yes.
so you was getting some for yourself.
Oh my gosh. No,
That's worse.
that's worse.
That's worse.
That is worse. Oh my gosh. That's Saturday. What else did we do Saturday night? We stayed at bar a lot of times. We had dinner with the fam.
Lynette says Lynette. I
Pardon.
can't see.
I have friends who dabble. I got clearances. Not clearances. Oh my. Dabble in which one? The upper or the downer? Or both?
All around her. Okay, last one. You can finish your story. Okay.
So that was Saturday. Saturday ended on a good note. In addition to all of this, my brother was with us along with his wife. We said Poochie earlier on. Now there's a little end story with him for the end. But we all hung out Saturday night. What did we do? What else did we do Saturday?
We had the dinner at the buffet and we went to the club and met the Teletubbies.
The Teletubbies. She said it.
I said I would never say it out loud.
She said Teletubbies.
No. We went to the club.
Oh,
we opened the club. Just talk about us opening the club. That's it.
We went to the club.
I had a rum cream.
We went to the club. We opened the club. Cersei was getting down on the dance floor.
Yes, she was.
She had a fella on the dance floor. And she was getting that. She was trying to get away from him.
She was. He kept pulling her back.
He kept pulling her back.
Nah, I want this.
She had her little light-skinned fella. She couldn't get away from him.
I know she broke his heart.
She broke his heart.
Mm-hmm.
So Kwanda, you mentioned it. Go ahead. While in the club, there you go.
So we're in this. So like I said, we opened the club, right? Meaning we got in there super duper early. The music wasn't set up yet. The lights were still on. So everybody started trickling in. And then it was a group of ladies. I did not say it. I did not see them until what?
Before we even get to the ladies, this is where the DJ comes in. The DJ is playing, and every 5 seconds, you like the music he's playing was trash. He kept mixing crap music. Go ahead.
So I don't know what I was saying.
Teletubbies, you saw them.
Okay. The group of ladies was in there. It was the ladies. So ladies had on colorful dresses. They were dressed very nicely.
Yellow, green, purple,
red, whatever. All the colors of Teletubbies. And Mr. Terry was like, oh, look at the Teletubbies over there. So all of us in the group was like,
we couldn't unsee it.
We couldn't
unsee it.
And then while the DJ was playing horribly, we got to a point where like we can't take anymore. He wasn't playing horrible reggae. He wasn't playing horrible dancehall. He was playing horrible American.
Horrible everything.
American music. So we decided to walk out. You got a visitor at your door.
What?
Why are you yelling in the people's ear?
Grammy sent her own glasses. Thank you. Her mother sent her own glasses to Kwanda.
Drop it on the floor.
They can't even
see. I cannot see. So we decided to leave the hotel,
Take off the glasses.
club room.
Take off it. It's not your glasses. Take it off.
That's worse than mine. And we were sitting outside getting some fresh air, and then one of the ladies. I gotta fix my glasses. One of the ladies was sitting outside, and she was just chilling.
She was smoking. She
wasn't smoking yet. She was just sitting there.
Mhm.
She tried to use smoke as an excuse when the people came out. And the other one of her friends came out, and she was like, "What you cussing at her all weekend? It's been hashtag where's Shelly." When I said we all bust out laughing,
because immediately Stanley was like, "There was never a, was it?" Stanley was like, "Was I like that?"
So they going back and forth, cussing and fussing, and they looking at us, trying to get us to be on their side, and we are looking at them. Mind you, we don't label them as Teletubbies. So the whole time they're arguing, because then all the other friends started coming out, and we're just seeing all the colors. And every time they talk, and I'm just looking at them like Teletubbies, and it's like, you can't tell me that Jesus does not have a sense of humor, because the fact that we talked about these people,
and they came and sat right beside us.
He brought them all and put them right next to us and forced us to interact with them. And I tell you, it was the funniest thing ever.
It was funny because some of them are from New York, some of them are from Florida, and Shelly was missing all week.
Shelly was missing all weekend.
All week she just kept going missing.
So they were fed up at that point.
They were fed up.
But Shelly was
cussing her.
Shelly was like,
I put it in the chat.
I put it in the group chat 6 minutes ago. And the girl's like, nobody reading that effing chat. Like, they were just going on. It was the funniest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still Teletubbies
in our brain.
And then when they left,
yep,
Terry showed us the picture. Oh my gosh. He showed the picture of the Teletubbies. But pink dress, lime green dress is real cute though.
That's the first one that came out?
Yes, her dress was
real cute. One that the most sober one?
Yeah, the only sober one.
And she was like the youngest.
Her dress is cute. But that's the story of Teletubbies. That God put them in our vicinity to have to talk to them and be nice, and
yep. I said, get it, Cersei.
She was getting it.
She was down. She was getting it down on that dance floor. Yes, Cersei, you didn't tell me that story. You should have been there.
You should have been.
You would have seen it.
That's when he was sleeping on the balcony.
Yeah, I think so.
When they had that video.
Yes, they had the video. Yep, they had the video of him knocked out on the balcony. Yep. Listen, Cersei was keeping it cute. She was trying to keep that man away from him. The creation thought you were there. Nope. He was dead asleep. It says very demure, but I had a little moment.
Yeah. Listen, I enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it thoroughly. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Good and Grown. Club DJ was trash. That's an insult to trash. He shouldn't be a DJ whatsoever.
And the fact people were dancing, but like they wasn't dancing. Like
they had a lot of encouragement in their system. A lot of them were very wavy. And
also the songs were sing-along songs.
Yes.
Like the old school. But I don't want to hear it in Jamaica, man.
Mm-mm. Shade. I probably was, but don't remember. No, you were knocked out. Mm. It was the same. I think it was the same night they went to the toilet swimmer pool, and they had the picture of Q fast asleep. Love it, Cersei. I saw your video footage in the club, Q. He came to the club?
Was it that night?
Nah, that was a different night.
I don't know.
One of these nights. Shelly was having big fun. Shelly said this was her week to turn up, and turn up she did.
And apparently they was checking out the next morning, so that was their last night. Mm-hmm. But they got fed up with Shelly.
Poor Shelly.
No, Shelly was the youngest.
Shelly was the youngest.
The
baby, yes.
And the girl was like, she always doing stuff, but we love her. We love her. She a real cool person. Mm-hmm. But man, she be doing some stuff.
Doing the most. So I blame the rum punches. Punches. They did. They were punching. They were punching. You gotta love it. Listen, we all had a time. Definitely, indeed. Shelly too enough. Shelly was having fun. Shelly was just being on vacation.
Hashtag where's Shelly?
Cersei, yes, we did. After the Cersei always bring the men's out. Listen, we saw that.
We saw it with our
We
own
saw it
two
with our own
eyes.
eyes, not hear stories. We saw that. And we love it. I was ready for the strip club, so I had to turn up the resort.
That was that night.
That was that night.
Saturday night.
You're right.
And you told him, no,
And
Sunday.
Vic, not Vic.
Do not talk about Ivan on my live. Do not. That stays in the group chat. Moving on.
I wasn't gonna say what the man said.
Moving on.
Ivan, I was just about to say Ivan fell asleep.
Okay, moving on.
Ivan fell asleep.
Move on.
It didn't happen.
Got me scared for a moment.
Hi there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it. When I came back to the club, y'all were gone because the club wasn't popping.
We went to get something to eat at Route 66.
Route 66, yeah.
And then called it a night.
Called it a night. Sunday now, we just chilled by the pool for most of the day. Chilled on the resort for most of the day. And Sunday was the big finale dinner.
But before that, if you didn't know, there is a section at the resort that is not part of the resort that you can go to do a little local shopping on the beach.
Yes, support the local, what do they call it? Local folks.
Yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff, like if you're into the come, buy this, go ahead over there.
So
that's where he took me.
As a Jamaican, if you have been around Jamaicans, you understand that Jamaicans give you your name. They don't call you by your name a lot of the times. You get a name based on what they see.
Oh, that's what you're going to talk about?
And that name sometimes stick. Now, that name can either make you change your life, repent, or cuss people out. So we go over to where this place is past the hotel. You have to give the security your room number and everything. They tell you, listen, they are not responsible for you when you go back there. What?
I don't see this on your list. But go ahead.
Lobster behind the hotel. Whatever. Anyway, we go back there and we meet. I don't remember the name of the lobster place. Jason's Lobster.
Oh, that's a bartending lobby. I don't know.
I'm gonna call it Jason's Lobster for now. So I go over and he comes over and says, yeah, we can do this, we can do that. Come into the shop or the place or the whatever. I'm not the smallest fella out there. I'm not the biggest fella out there. Jamaicans see a brown girl, they're called browning. They see a black girl, darky. They see
a white
girl, whitey. If you play an instrument, your name Basie. Is the instrument that you play.
Sexy.
If your body shape good sexy.
Body.
If you have a big butt, bumper.
Body gal.
If you have boobs. They call you based on what they see.
Y'all know he going with this.
Why is it that I walk into this place and the first thing this man say is, yo, Biggs. What you want? Listen, I know I am not where I need to be with weight. But when my Jamaican friend that I have never met a day in my life called me Biggs, I know that name will stick. Even if I never see this man again, this man will call me Biggs for the rest of my life. Listen, I came home and I'm like, Kwanda, this is it. We ain't gonna do this. I'm not going to much. I'm not going back to Jamaica. It be your own people. Listen, the man said Biggs.
I didn't talk. I didn't talk to that man for him to call me anything.
And this,
I don't want to hear it.
I'm not. They don't say to be disrespectful.
No, they just
They don't, because a bigger woman, they love bigger women, so they used to call him Fluffy Diva. They say, "Yo, Fluffy, our babes."
If that man would have called me Fluffy, man.
Or they will say fat, but they mean PHAT. Yes, and that's how the Jamaicans roll. They're very slick with the words. It's not being disrespectful. But to me, that was a slap in the face. That was a slap in the face. So, anyway, I bought my lobster and I took myself and walked my big self. Go eat my food. That's that for that. But anyway, I will not be bigs when I go back. I will not be bigs when I go back.
That's your motivation to get your life together?
I can't let a Jamaican do that to me.
No, it's okay. Moving on.
Jamaicans are. Anyway.
What they used to call you back in the day when you lived in Jamaica?
No.
No, what?
I can't say that on here.
Tell me.
In school, I was called.
What? That's inappropriate.
Very inappropriate.
What I mean? Say it so I can hear you.
No.
Okay, tell me
Moving
later.
on.
Tell me later.
Yes, I'll tell you
Why
later.
you keep getting all these new followers on Instagram?
Who
was Aisha?
I don't know. That's whoever Aisha is. Anyway, so Sunday that was. Back to this story. Hold on. Let me go back here. See these people laughing at me? Hold on. Let me go back up here.
You gotta go all the way up.
All the way up.
Okay, right there. Beach vendors.
Beach vendors. There you go.
Yeah, there was a lot of them out there.
Yup. If you are from Asian descent, it does not matter which Asian country you are from, with the exception of India. You are Mr. Chin, or Russia. You are Mr. Chin. If you have Indian descent,
Coolly.
and even if you are not from India, you are called Indian. It is Mr. Chin, Miss Chin, Indian. Male or female, your name is Indian. If you have a scar, your name is Scar. You may get Lion King's name, Scarface. No, it was named Scarface in the movie.
Scar.
It was named Scar. But you may get. Oh, so if you have a cut like from the ear here, your name is now Telephone.
Oh my gosh.
Because it looks like a telephone.
Why is that common to have?
I don't.
Moving
on. Jamaican nicknames are not to be played with.
I don't want your nickname.
Cheyenne says, yo, when a Jamaican names you, it is pressure. Yes.
He felt it.
Still feeling it. Still feeling it. Beach vendors have the deals. Yes, they were a lot cheaper than the stuff that was on the hotel.
And then you could do a good haggling too if you enjoy haggling.
Mm-hmm. Redas, that's for a browning. If you're a high color, you're called reds or redas.
Listen, Peter ain't know.
Peter Gay. One of my friend named Bigger.
Bigger? See, no, that sounds bigger than Biggs. He would have called me Bigger.
No, they listen. Bigs do not go for females.
Oh.
Bigs do not go for females. Bigger does not go for females. Those are the male names.
Oh, okay, got you. Us females
all
straight.
Love.
The females straight.
Say, oh no. Oh yes.
The females straight, y'all.
The females are straight. They give them the fluffy, the cutesy. They give them the cutesy names, but not the guys. Okay. Not the guys.
Makes sense.
It be your own people. Yes. You're lucky he didn't call you Notorious B.I.G. They're not. That is too much words. That is too much words. They just listen. Jamaicans want to go straight to the point, quick, short, and spicy. I love it when they call me Big Pop.
Big Papa. I should have called him that first.
Look here, big up yourself. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it right now. Whatever, y'all. Got Carlene and Marcus laughing at us.
At you. Not me.
Marcus says, I was Big Papa in the Sexiest Man contest. Listen, man, the names will stick. The names will stick. Laughing at Quanda. Yup. Stanley was Boss Ross the entire trip.
Boss Ross.
I see that. But as you see, they see you and they just give you a name. They don't care what your real name is. They will not remember it. And that is the name that they will call you every single time they see you. Mm-hmm. Don't tell them your real name. It doesn't matter. My mother just overheard you, Damien, and she said telephone, right? As you described it. See? You know, the scar is a telephone. It's a telephone. Feels like a scene from Belly. Oh, no. Tola says, I might be Jamaican. I love to give people nicknames. You'll fit in just right. You will fit in just right. Here's one. I'm going to leave it there and go back, continue our story about life with us. This is about them.
We trying.
We
trying to make it about them.
If you have knock knees,
that lady.
If you have knock knees, there are multiple names that you will get. One is lighter.
What?
Lighter, because your knees are knocking, so it's rubbing, so they'll catch a fire.
Oh no, they will catch a fire.
Another one is capital K, because it shapes like a K. I had that nickname. I had the nickname capital K. I'm done. Move it on. I'm done talking about these Jamaican people. But you know they call you Cheeks.
My brother only called me that.
Jamaicans would call you that too.
Never heard it in Jamaica.
Yeah, man. But anyway, so that was it for the first part of the day. After that,
Sunday was very chill.
Sunday was just a relaxing, chill day. Again,
rootless.
Definite, indeed. When Life With Us TV puts together an event, they go 110%. I've never been on a group trip with them, and I will be on more, because this, I was going to say sail away dinner.
Farewell.
This farewell dinner theme was all white.
Let me tell you how much I love Lynette and Stanley.
Quanda don't wear white.
I do not wear white. I don't care. I don't wear white. I wear white without a jacket.
The last time we were invited to all white, you wore all black.
The last time I went, the first Melanet Sea group cruise, there was an all white night, and I wore all black, long sleeve, long pants, and dogs. I don't wear white. But I wore for Lynette and Stanley, and I'm glad I did it. I was very uncomfortable, but I was very comfortable at the same time. Yeah. It was a good experience. I don't want to do it ever again.
So this was planned and orchestrated. Listen, I know Lynette and Stanley worked a lot on this, but they made it look so easy, because everything to us look from
outside looking
from the outside, everything looked seamless. Like there was no glitch, there was no issues, no problems. I know there were problems. I don't know the problems, but I'm sure they were. There's always some sort of problem, but they made it look seamless. That all white party was downright one of the best that I've been to. My brother, who wasn't part of the group, he showed up
at the end.
And dude was getting down with his wife in the sand.
Gross.
Haven't seen people dancing like that in a minute. Jamaican, just dirty whining kind of stuff.
No, but the whole
But
setup was good.
the whole setup was good, from the decorations to where we were.
The
The
entertainment
DJ was just killing it. I don't know why that DJ isn't in the
in the
club.
club.
That's the if that DJ was
That
in the
man
club,
had to
we
go
would have
home to
been.
his family.
That was an elderly man.
That was an older man.
He's an old school DJ.
He
If
been doing it
he
for a long
wasn't a
time.
young boy, he was an old school DJ, so he knows how to hold a crowd. And dude was rocking that crowd from the moment he started until the moment he ended.
Even the little grandpa singing during dinner. They had like
The
instead of DJ
mentor
for dinner,
band.
they had the grandpa singing. That was so cool.
The mentor band was very
The
good.
fire guy
Fire dancer,
that
fire
had no
eater.
friends when he was a kid. That his parents didn't tell him no. Obviously,
They told him don't play with fire,
No,
and he
they
said
didn't.
bet.
I felt like I was at a wedding reception.
Yes, it felt very upscale, like very. This is $1,000 per
It
plate
felt like
kind of
love was in the
situation.
air.
Yes,
Somebody got married.
Lynette and Stanley, y'all did a bang up job with that.
Too bad the cake that came out wasn't enough for everybody.
I
Sorry,
had a
guys.
cake from my cousin, and it was for my birthday, and I said I was going to share it with the group. We started cutting the cake up.
He didn't. It wasn't meant for the group.
It
in
was
all honesty,
it was meant for a smaller amount,
but we
we
wanted to share with the group
Yeah.
because it was like, okay, we got these people here, and
Right.
I think they're gonna enjoy this cake.
This cake was a red velvet rum cheesecake. You could taste and smell the rum.
I still could taste and smell the rum.
And my cousin made that and brought that to me. Trust me, when we cut the cake up, it was supposed to serve a good amount, but that cake disappeared.
Even the waiter was like,
Even the wait, yeah, the staff was like, sir, any cake left over I can get. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I wish you would have gotten enough for it. Next time.
Next time.
Definitely.
Next time we're in Jamaica, I'll definitely have my cousin
do
make
multiples or
multiple cakes or a bigger cake so that it
Mhm.
can serve for everyone.
Yeah.
So that we ended the night with a competition.
We didn't end up in a competition.
No, not us. We didn't end the
Oh.
we weren't in the Listen, I know I like my life.
I love my life.
I will never
I love
test
my life.
Toiler at drinking.
Never ever ever.
Never ever ever. And I've gotten drunk twice in my life. Ain't gonna happen again.
And listen, the plan was to get him messed up on this trip, but somebody wanted to go to the hospital. I think he did it on purpose. He went to the hospital talking about, let me get a doctor's note so I can't get messed up. Because I would have. My plan.
She had plans. She had plans.
Him up.
But Toiler and Q did a rum off, and they wanted to do the Jamaican Ray and Nephew rum, and I said to Toiler, do not touch that rum. That rum is not for shots. Mix that rum in your rum punch, mix that in your food, whatever the case might be. That is not for shots. I don't care how good you are at drinking. I don't care what you can survive. Ray and Nephew is not for shots. People have died from that junk.
Don't do it.
So they went with I don't remember the rum, the black rum. I remember the other rum. Toiler took that 5 shots to the head
at one time
and finished it and finished Q's own.
Yes, Q lost.
He had no.
Yes, Q lost.
He had no choice. He had no chance. Congratulations to Toiler. That's all I can say. You keep that. Keep that. I will see you on another ship, and I will still not challenge you to a drink off. It will not happen. Where we are in this is right here. So Toiler says, I might be Jamaican. I love to keep. We've read that one. Ruthless indeed.
Okay.
That's why you gave me the nickname Drink Champ. Yep.
Totally give
my
nicknames.
Family. Mommy just say capital. You see? I'm not
Oh,
lying.
so you're not a liar.
I'm not lying.
Now I know.
Capital K. Capital K is crazy. And we saw a lady while we were buying the lobster, and she was actually an ex.
It like a hurt.
It
Yeah.
her legs were, yeah, that wasn't okay.
So what they call her ex?
I don't want to hear that nickname for her. If I trip or fall this week, it's your fault. Have me laughing at these people. Don't.
Please repent.
By Q,
Repent.
your name is not the winner. Mm. Mm.
No comment.
How long are you gonna have that name for, Q? Look up yourself
Not
laughing
the
us
winner.
TV.
Yeah, man. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Q's name is slumped according to them picks. So he has multiple names for this week. We have slumped, not a winner.
Sleepyhead.
Sleepy, yeah.
Sleepy.
Life
Well,
with us.
they used to call my daddy Betty
Betty, yes.
back in the day because he always sleeping.
Mm.
He still sleeps. He watching.
I know a guy they call Charcoal
Why?
because he's black, like very dark.
Oh, gosh.
I know someone in school that the nickname I don't think I want to share.
Don't share it.
I'm gonna share it anyway.
Why can't share yours but share
If
his?
after because mine, no, that's not mine. Life with us says I don't wear white either, but I had a vision. My brain works overtime, and that vision paid off.
And when you said that you don't wear white, I was like, all right, fine. If she don't wear white and wear white too,
Mm-hmm.
and don't wear a jacket, I was so scared.
That's too long to be Jamaican. Just call him Knockout. That's it.
Knockout.
see, you might have a point. Good stuff. Loser feel better now. Oh, now. Wow, the violence. Them shots were huge.
It was 5 shots.
5 shots in
one
a cup. Yep.
And Jamaica don't pour shots for real.
It was probably like 6 shots. Laughing, great idea. That DJ was fire. I had to come up to Jesus moment. He said, I got you, mama. Listen, that old head was banging. Christina in the house. Nice meeting you, Christina. Thank you for joining. I'm sorry I'm late. Good evening. I didn't even get to see the cake.
I'm surprised we're still on here. It's been over an hour and a half.
Yeah, we're coming down to the end now. The last part of the story.
Didn't see the cake. It was beautiful.
Didn't see the cake. I didn't even take a picture of the cake.
Didn't even take a picture.
I messaged
Who the heck got the chocolates from the top of the cake?
I don't know.
There was the little hazelnut chocolates on top. What are they called?
The Ferrero Rocher.
There was some on top of it.
I have no idea where they went. I asked the staff to cut the cake. They started cutting it, and so I was cutting. I was making sure the table that I was sitting at would get theirs, like Lynette, Stanley, Addie, and Terry, and everyone that was around the table. So I was grabbing those 9, but each time they cut one, somebody else picked up.
Oh, I wasn't there.
It was okay. It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
Y'all did that. White party was beautiful. Completely agree.
Check out the pictures on Life With Us group page if y'all did not see
y'all join that group page. Red velvet rum. Listen,
rum in the icing.
Should have been
rum
there.
Rum in the cake.
Rum everywhere.
I had rum cream in my cup.
Winner up better. I like winner up better.
Winner up? No.
That cake was so good. It definitely was. I'll let him know. He needs to start shipping. That cake was awesome.
That cake was not going to make it trip nowhere. It barely made out the room.
Grabbing me to get a piece. I've been trying to taste a good rum cake for 2 years.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And that's, of course, not the typical Jamaican rum. That's just his style.
Yeah.
On the red velvet cake. Welcome. Walk right past me earlier with the cake. Next trip, you have to run it back. Yes,
yeah.
We will definitely.
Yeah, get a bigger piece.
The white party was fire. Indeed, it was. After cutting in line at the bar too. All right, last part. So the night ended. Even though Toyla won the drink off, we did sit with her in Route 66. And she looked like she was ready to go. It was time for bed. Looked like that dark woman was starting to talk. We did leave her in there. Um, Next day, when everybody was going off, of course, Lynette and Stanley said goodbye to her folks. It was overall an amazing and memorable group trip. Thank you very much, Lynette and Stanley, for
Highly
putting that
recommended.
together. Highly recommend booking with Life with Us TV and just seeing what they offer. The group, everyone in the group was just amazing. Not just the host, but everyone that was part of the group
I
as well.
so what is Sunday? I think it was Sunday. I was walking by the pool and I heard a lady say, Quanda. And I was like, first of all, who knows me, right? And she called me over and I was talking to her. And we had a little moment. And it was three ladies in total. We were just talking. And then at the end, I was like, all right, ladies, y'all have enjoy the rest of your day. Me thinking these ladies came on a group trip with each other.
Nope.
I said, oh, so y'all going, and I'm trying to gauge they're going back together, whatever. They're like, no, we just met on the trip. I was like, you just met each other? They were so close, like they knew each other all their
Yeah.
lives. It was the crazy. I sat back down. I said, what you mean you just met each other? Y'all didn't come together? They're like, no, we just met on the trip.
Yeah, the people that come on the group trip, they have their own little camaraderie
You
going
may you
on.
may think it's like it was like clicked up with groups, but it's just that if you find your people
You find your
on a
people.
group trip,
Yeah.
you find your people. Like,
Yeah.
why not just stick with your people? And it's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was an amazing trip. The final day we tried to go to Negril, and man, oh my god, that was a story in itself. We didn't make it to Negril. We went to KFC, and the remaining persons that were there, my brother, his wife, Lynette Stanley, Addie Terry, we got some KFC. It was a trip to KFC. God knew best.
And Mobay, it was a trip.
God knew best. We took a trip to KFC, came back to the hotel, chilled in the pool until it was dark.
Until like, yeah,
They almost kicked
past
us out.
closing time.
We passed closing time. Um, that night we went to Privileged Restaurant for the first time, even though we were privileged for the first time, and we're like, why the didn't we come here? The food was so good.
It was not hotel food.
So good.
It was not hotel
Not
food.
hotel food.
It was restaurant.
It was restaurant. That food was so good. While we're sitting there, my loving brother looks at everybody and he's like, why don't y'all look like how I feel? And less than 5 minutes later, he was getting up, going outside to puke. Dude does not drink. He does not drink. And he started his dinner with 2 Long Islands, a bunch of shots,
No,
wine,
he was
plus
drinking Long Island's in the daytime.
in the daytime.
And
Sorry.
he had rum cream with us.
Mhm.
Not
He
rum
had
cream.
rum punch.
Island, yeah, rum punch. And he basically was drinking, mixing.
All the liquors.
So what I wanted him to do on this trip, his brother did for me. Shout out to you, bro.
So he ended up drinking all those things and just ended up turning over. We left him right there on the beach with his wife in one
But we
of those
got
beds.
not before we got our videos and our pictures. For
We got our
blackmail.
videos and the pictures
the
for blackmail.
picture.
Yeah, those will not be shared publicly, just for the family. They've already seen them. Overall, again, we had an amazing trip, and we will be with Life with Us TV again in September for Greece. And we are looking forward to it. It should be an amazing trip. Let's see, before we go, let's see. We get first dibs next time.
On the cake.
On the cake, definitely.
Got you.
Now everyone wants a doctor's note.
Nah, you can't get
I
one.
didn't intentionally go for a
Yeah,
doctor's
you did.
note.
Yeah, you did.
It is like drinking gasoline.
Taliban gasoline.
But just quick story. So the Rain nephew that you see at the bars, the one that is called JB with a red label, it's not at the bars. That is worse than the Rain nephew.
Okay.
And there is also one that is completely worse than the JB.
Completely worse.
Even more worse than the JB. That is not sold publicly. That's only in local bars.
Okay.
I've poured that one on grass and it burnt. Grass turned brown.
Why would somebody drink that?
That's what turned me over on my 21st birthday. Completely turned me over. Yes, gold rum. Yes, Rain nephew is the devil. It is the devil's child. JB is the devil.
Mm.
Gold rum. I took one sip of Toiler's Long Island and handed it right to her. I'm not strong enough for that. We know the battles that we fight. That is not one of them.
I was a Long Island girly in my early days of
She don't want to drink Long
alcoholism.
Island's no more.
Are you crazy? I'm too old for that. Not happening.
Mm.
No, no, no. I already can't see.
Stick to your mojitos, Deja.
That works.
Yep, that definitely works. TT, I did a shot. Take a shot of Rain Nephew before the end of the vacation. It burns. It burns.
It's still burning,
I
huh?
told you.
It's not a shot.
And
Oh.
that's just one shot. Imagine if y'all were doing 5 of that.
Someone please call 911.
You just don't learn Q. He will one day. One day. Agreed. Great trip. Thank you for hanging out with the AI.
Now, today's age, there is real AI vloggers. So I'm glad I met you before the real AIs came out.
They're
I really
AI
would have been,
vloggers now.
I really would have been confused.
That's true. They're black AI vloggers. Every ethnicity.
Oh, I'm like, what do you mean?
Stop. Taylor says me and Q with back to the bar after y'all saw me in the road.
You went back to the bar?
Child.
I thought you went to bed.
Maybe you need to check that liver. That was us, good and grown.
Good and
yes,
y'all show
indeed.
was good and grown.
Good and grown. We kept it classy. Everybody kept it classy. Everybody had fun. Everybody was just having a vibe, and it's literally what I wanted going back to Jamaica. Trust me. That the grill fail still was fun as heck. Brother had me in tears. He will. He will. He will. He will. Love him. Love him. Aruba next. Nah, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. When Lynette posts it, we'll see. I'll see the date. Candy girl.
You are my world.
Tola, me and Q also did a dirty banana a dirty banana. What is the heck is a dirty banana in Club Mobile to finish out the trip? Already preparing for next year.
That don't sound PG.
That does not sound PG.
All I had was a coffee in Club.
Hey, y'all good and grown. Brother had vodka. Yes.
He came to the pool.
He came to the pool with vodka in his pocket. And again, he's not a drinker. He is not a drinker.
He did. Oh my god.
That dirty banana is my go-to drink at Club Mobile now.
What is a dirty banana?
I'm gonna look it up.
Please
this good and grown trick showed up and showed out. Shout out to everyone. Indeed. Are you doing Greece with Celestial Cruises? No, we're doing Greece with Life with Us TV in September.
On Virgin Cruises.
On Virgin Cruises. Sorry.
Virgin Voyage.
No, they are not outside. It is too late for them to be outside right now. Ray nephew sounds like cousin to Everclear.
You know what Everclear is?
I know what it is, but I don't think it comes close. Everclear comes close to it. I would say the JB would be on that level. That's the Jonkro. There it is. JB is it is a red label and it says JB on the bottle, but Jamaicans call it Jonkro Bati. What do they call Jonkro in America? I don't remember. I can't remember.
I can't help you with that.
We use overproof with coffee as sweet as a bad cold.
Coffee to sweat out a bad cold.
That to sweat out a bad cold.
I'm the one that can't see. To sweet. You got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. It's about that time.
Christina's going back in August. Might need your brother's number for that cake. I got you. Hit me up on Damon and Kwanda Facebook page.
There you go. You're gonna get it out.
I could get it out plain about that cake.
It was a good cake. It's a good cake.
Going back for a birthday party. So that would be a perfect. I have no connections there. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give you his number, his contact, and he'll definitely get that cake to you. He can meet you at the airport.
Don't tell that man business. He will let her know how he
He'll
will.
let you know. Sherry says just stumbled across your channel and heard the Jamaican coming out. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yes, Barnyardy. Not
He
just
don't
moved
never
here.
talk any Jamaican on internet.
I
So
cannot talk
you're
patois
lucked
to the people and then
out.
I understand what me I say. Sherry understand what me I say.
There you go.
The rest of the people don't understand what I say.
Y'all understand what he's saying, right? I can't see if the comments moving.
You can't tell me if you chat patois when people don't understand what I say.
But you want me chat patois?
No, I do not, because you cannot. Don't forget Quanda sliding across the table in the pool like a seal.
Okay. Let's. I. Can you? I actually.
This was Quanda.
That's not what she typed. Why are you bringing that up?
But it's the truth, though. You were there feeling on people the whole time.
I told Damien the reasoning for my appearance in the pool. Okay, the next 2 minutes are going to be TMI for you folks. Screen record if you want to remember this moment, because I'm not. This video's getting deleted. I had so much alcohol that day. I had to pee so
she had
bad.
to keep moving.
But I had on a one piece, and it was that time of the month, and I didn't want to go in the bathroom to change any situations. Listen, okay. So I was just kept moving around because I had to pee. I really had to pee. But
no, she did not pee in the pool.
No, I did not pee in the pool. And no, I was not overdue to change anything. I just didn't want to go and pee because if I pee, I had to change. Basically, I was just in the pool, moving around and grabbing on the net because I was really saying, Lynette, help me. But she took it as, sensual things. But I had to pee and the bathroom was so far.
Lynette said, she's feeling on me.
She said, she's touching me.
She's touching me.
And I'm just there like, I'm asking for help. So that's what happened. I was just so tipsy and I had to get the...
Oh my god.
Now, delete the video. Okay, please.
I can't wait to hang out with y'all again. Listen, it's gonna be fun. 4 cups ice. Okay, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I love dirty bananas. It's milk, Tia Maria, chocolate, and crushed ice. Quanda doesn't like banana, so
like you don't like watermelons. I don't like bananas.
Not a seal.
Yes, I was stressed.
And whipped cream on top.
I like whipped cream. You like whipped cream?
Of course you understand.
You like whipped cream?
Yes. Yes, Peter Gay, you're gonna understand me. You will understand me. Sherry will understand me. Not
Laquan never understand me.
You're gonna understand me. You just can't talk it.
Make a talk it.
I understand Damien very well. You can't chat patois.
Thank you. Jeez.
Okay. 3 people understanding patois don't mean that I can talk to the entire chat in patois.
That's 10%. That's a lot.
Yeah, 10% of what's in here now. Yes. No, Quanda.
Yes.
Greetings from Medellin, Colombia. Fellow Jamaica. What?
Colombia.
We are everywhere. Bless up, bless up, bless up.
We need to go to Colombia.
I want to visit Colombia soon. No, somebody. I don't know anybody from Colombia. Like Mike. Yeah.
He from Colombia?
He was born in Colombia.
Oh, he a little hood though. So
he very hood.
Yeah. I would never guess.
We really don't speak patois unless. Thank you. Thank you so much. You see?
Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry.
I'm trying to figure out.
Thank you very much.
What's on my side?
And when we're with Jamaicans, other people can't even figure out what we're saying.
What's on my side?
Whatever. Jamaica to the world. Yes. Big up on yourself.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Bloop. I know it. Poor Lynette.
Lynette was all right. She was all right. Did you not enjoy that moment, Lynette? We bonded.
Leave the lady alone. You bonded too much. Nice meeting you too, Sherry.
I was trying to get my life saved because I was...
Oh my God. I've been here, guys, sick as a dog, but listening.
Oh, poor baby. Is that
Aww.
Phil or
Hope you
D?
don't stay
It's,
close to D.
it's okay. You think it's D? You think
It's
it's
Phil.
Phil?
It's Phil.
Oh, yeah, D
Just
Texas.
stay away from the kids
Oh,
and D.
yeah. Stay away
You'll be
from
all
them.
right until you get
That's all
better.
you care about is them. You be your
Women
own
and children
friends.
first.
You be your own friends. Feel better
Hope
for
you
real.
feel better, bro. Hope you feel better. I understand you when you chewed out that driver on the way back to the resort and jacked the music. Oh my gosh. I was
He said, when I get in the car, don't worry about what I'm saying. And he went off on the poor driver. Dads. All I heard was dads. You can't do that, dads. That's how you say it.
yeah.
You can't do that, dads. You have to communicate, dads.
It was for me, I was trying to, have my people experience Jamaica on a non
Tourist.
touristy kind of way, and it failed.
It
And I
failed.
was pissed off because it was this dude's fault.
Yeah.
So I had to go local with him.
He didn't know what was going on.
He was quiet too. Rum cream sometimes with the Tia Maria. Okay. Yeah, well soon, Phil.
I like rum cream.
I'll set that Colombia trip for you. Hey, hit us up.
Hey,
Hit us up.
I'm down. I'm gonna more days off this
You
year.
know what?
What?
I may not be able to go to Colombia
Why you not a
because they
citizen?
already think that I'm buying drugs from drug dealers. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Gosh.
If you Sherry, if you watch earlier on in the vlog, you'll understand that joke.
It's not a joke. It's
She's
just like,
touching me, stuck in my head now.
listen, Lynette act like I was really like assaulting her. She's touching
She's like,
me.
Damien, get your wife.
And I'm like,
She's touching me.
but that wasn't the first time I touched you, Lynette. Stop it.
She's just making sure you're still not AI. Just like I don't Spanish to Jamaicans, not even when I want to cuss. There you go. There you go. You gotta know your crowd. You gotta know the crowd. We had Radio Raheem on the bus with the music.
You have to click. Don't be reading comments that's not
I
on the
know, right?
screen. Feel better, Phil.
Oh,
Indeed.
sorry, feel better. My bad. And Toilet said we had Radio Raheem on the bus with the music. Good. We got stranded at KFC. That story will go down in history. It sure will. It sure will.
My first time ever sitting in KFC and eating because I had no choice.
We had no choice.
We had to
2
sit and
hours.
eat. And it wasn't because the food took
2 hours.
food took
But
an hour.
again, God knew what he was doing.
Yep.
We probably got saved from something
Saved
else.
from something else. Thank you, Jesus.
I like the vibe. I will subscribe. Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate you. See you in our next video or live.
Listen, the CD be scratching sometimes over here.
Scratching.
Reboot.
Next time, use my Juta driver. Trust me, we have a good driver.
have a
It's
good-
just this one was just trash.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how I know Connie is feeling good. She starts touching my arm every time. So it's you see,
I told her it wasn't the first time. She should be used
it's
to that
just a
now.
thing.
I like her arm.
Like her arm.
It gives me a sense of security because you always something with the guys. And she be right there. So I'm like, help me. And Addie just be laughing.
Addie laughs.
When
Though.
Addie
You
get
know
to
Addie laughs.
when Addie get to giggling, she can't help me because she be giggling. So
None of us can help each other.
Lynette, I have to lean on you.
Lean on me.
Cause me
Look
and
here.
Addie be laughing together, so we can't help each other.
We gonna end this. We gonna be done tonight.
Please don't go.
Stop it. I just got here. I missed the good stuff. You can always rewatch the live. It will be posted on the channel. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We appreciate. I was waiting on the KFC and thinking it's taking forever. They must kill the chicken too. You will wait for that KFC.
But if you're waiting for the right kind of chicken, it's worth it.
It's the right kind of chicken you gotta wait for. Don't go to Jamaica and order original. Spicy or barbecue is where it's at. Full stop. Damien have to go sleep. Yes. Lynette, are you AI? She's not now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this
Thank you.
recap of life with us. Good and grown to Jamaica,
As much as we could recap it,
as
because
much as we could
we're
recap.
apparently horrible recappers.
Lynette, I lost all my drone footage and
After
my
he sent
360
the
footage.
clips to you,
So
the memory card went kaput, so he has no footage for
I have
himself.
zero footage, but it's okay. The important parts got out. Thank you guys for joining us on this live. We appreciate you and hope to see you guys in the next live or live with us video comes out when after
After
Lynette and
Lynette and Stanley
Stanley
video
post
post.
theirs.
So
After,
Lynette, take y'all time, please. Take your time, because
after
time.
live with us post their video, ours will come out
Take it.
sometime after.
take it within the next 2 days after. That's my goal.
Sometime, yeah.
Take your time, please. The editors.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, Lynette. Don't do me like that. You see that?
Stanley Jr. What I mean?
He lost footage.
I didn't know.
That's what Stanley Jr. means. Like I did something he did.
Yeah, but you always got drone problems, so I don't know.
I didn't lose the drone.
You always got a story with the what? You lost the drone twice.
This one. We're not going there, Kwani. Stop.
You lost the drone twice.
Good night, everybody. Love y'all.
We're gonna argue off
Peace,
camera now.
love, and so